This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you a little camera comparison of two Fujifilm cameras I recently got my hands on. The Fujifilm XT5 and the Fujifilm X-Pro3. Recently, I've been on a hunt to find a more compact camera setup and something that will give me more of a film camera vibe without actually having to spend hundreds of dollars on buying and developing film. My search has led me to Fuji, so I decided to give it a go and I rented out two of their cameras with a basic kit lens so I could test them out to see if that's in fact what I'm looking for. While on my search, I was immediately drawn to the Fujifilm XT5 and the Fujifilm X-Pro3 for its film camera aesthetics. Both the XT5 and the X-Pro3 are relatively similar cameras in terms of stats, however they do have a few major differences, the screen and the viewfinder being the main ones I've noticed. As you can see here, since the X-Pro3 is made to mimic the traditional film camera look, it offers a small film simulation preview with the screen hidden behind it. Unfortunately, you can only pull it out as so, and there's no way to really flip it around, which is definitely a bit of a nuisance if you're trying to see what you're shooting. Secondly, the X-Pro3 also has a manual as well as electronic viewfinder, which I think a lot of film enthusiasts would definitely appreciate. For me personally, I find the manual viewfinder slightly too confusing as it throws off my framing, but I think with time I would probably get used to it. It is, however, super simple to switch it into the automatic one, so it's not really a problem. Let me tell you a little bit about the shoot. You have actually seen my model Klaudia on my channel before. We shot a video pre-pandemic back in London when we were testing out a Canon R5 together. I was really excited when I found out that Klaudia is actually based in Costa Rica now, and now I'll get to shoot with her again. Make sure to check out her profile. I feel like throughout the years I have developed a pretty specific, strong style full of contrast, strong light, and powerful poses. Don't get me wrong, I still love it. However, lately I've been feeling like it's not completely me anymore. Maybe I'm just growing and evolving, and maybe my art imitates life and I'm officially in my soft phase now. This is what my soul is currently craving, and this is my new exciting journey that I'm on. Since I've been really feeling shooting softer light and sunsets lately, we opted for shooting at 5 p.m. just before sundown. I've never been to this particular beach before, but I was immediately drawn to the insanely beautiful palm trees that crowned the beach, and I knew that this is where I wanted to shoot first. For styling, I've been really into boho looks lately, so I ended up styling Klaudia in a nude bikini with this cute cover-up Klaudia brought with her, and later we changed into this long salmon pink dress, also model's own. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Are you looking to create a stunning website that showcases your brand and tells your story? Look no further than Squarespace. With their easy-to-use platform and beautiful templates, you can design a professional and modern website in a matter of hours. Squarespace is perfect for photographers, small business owners, and entrepreneurs. Don't let the lack of coding skills hold you back from creating a website that you'll be proud to show off. There are hundreds of fully customizable templates to choose, so you can really make it your own. The platform is packed with features like e-commerce, SEO, and social media integrations, which is crucial when it comes to running your photography business. If you're like me and constantly on the phone or in meetings with clients, Squarespace offers you scheduling tools for your website as well. These tools allow you to create and manage appointments, bookings, and reservations through your Squarespace website. Your customers will be able to view your availability, schedule appointments, and pay for services directly at the site as well. If that sounds like something you'd like to try, make sure to go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and once you're ready to go, use my code squarespace.com/Anita to receive 10% off your first purchase. Enjoy! What's definitely worth mentioning is the Fujifilm film simulations, which are basically film look presets that get applied on the JPEG inside of the camera. There are ample of simulations to pick from, both color and black and white. I found that most would probably be more appealing to landscape or city photographers. However, there were definitely a few that I loved as well in terms of skin tones. Also, it's worth mentioning that while your RAWs stay untouched, you still have the option to apply these styles in your color profile section in Lightroom and post-production, which is a good way to play around with different styles to see which one of them suits your images the most. Both of the cameras offer these simulations, and during my initial setup, I opted to use the Provia standard. However, I also really enjoyed the look of Eterna Cinema. Another really nice perk for both cameras is the option to add grain to your image. Yet again, this is where it only applies to your JPEG and not RAWs, but I find it to be a really awesome way to save yourself time color grading and just pre-applying these in the camera. Here are some comparisons of what the straight out of the camera JPEG looks like versus what my color graded RAWs ended up looking like. Personally, I'm torn. I almost feel like I like the look of the JPEGs more, which is not something that really ever happens to me, so I have to say I'm quite impressed. Both of these cameras have cropped sensor, however the Fuji X-T5 is a newer camera as it was released in 2022 versus the X-Pro3 that was released in 2019. Because of that, the X-T5 comes with an updated autofocus system that offers features like eye tracking, anti-flicker, and animal eye AF tracking. I personally did not notice any significant difference in the AF performance during the shoot, and overall I was happy with how it performed. I think both cameras struggled ever so slightly in backlit conditions and once the sun started setting, which I will touch on shortly. However, again, it was not a significant loss in performance and the photos remained pretty sharp throughout. I don't know if it's just me, but personally, if I find a location that really works for me, I just keep shooting there until I can't shoot anymore. And this was one of these locations. It was the most beautiful setup with the tree that Klaudia was sitting on, her outfit, the vibe, the colors. Just look at the JPEGs. They look so freaking good. I am in complete awe. I am in love with these photos. I am in love with the setup. I am in love with Klaudia's pose. It was one of my favorite elements of the shoot for sure. For our second look, which was the dress, I thought it would look really beautiful by the water. Fun fact, most dresses I shoot with nowadays sooner or later end up in the ocean, as I really adore the wet dress and the water look. I recently spent some time with Irene Rudnick and she really inspired me to shoot more by the water's edge. The images that she creates are always so beautiful and I just wanted to try it myself. The light was setting, the waves were calm, and the water slowly coming up ashore created the mirror-like surface that looked absolutely beautiful on camera. I convinced Klaudia to wet the dress and we ended up shooting some of my favorite photos ever. Fun fact, midway through the shoot I accidentally touched the lens and left a fingerprint on it, which created a slight blurred effect as you can see here. Happy accident, as I actually think it adds to the vintage look. I originally got the X-T5 of B&H as a kit setup and it cost around $2,000 on their website. And I have to say I was really pleasantly surprised by the kit lens itself. I don't really use a lot of kit equipment nowadays and I never really think much of them in terms of quality, but I have to say the 18-55 f2.824 actually performed exceptionally well. It was sharp and overall quality of image even at f4 was really impressive, and it was really nice to have the option to use multiple focal lengths and not just one. Going into this, I didn't really know what to expect. I've only shot Fujifilm once years ago, and I came into this with a specific goal in mind, which I wasn't sure I was able to achieve. Funny enough, even though on paper X-T5 makes more sense to me, especially since its LCD positioning is definitely superior, and it does have improved AF as well as slightly better video option, there was just something about the X-Pro3 that I really gravitated towards. Maybe it's the fact that I couldn't really view the photos that truly imitated what shooting on film would be like. Maybe it was the camera build itself, as I really loved its boxy shape. When it comes to images, color and quality wise, there was really no difference between the two, but yet if I was to pick today, I would definitely go for the X-Pro3. Will I buy it? Maybe, however I'm so new to Fuji that I want to play around with other cameras a bit first and see what they truly have to offer. Will I replace my Sony? I will not, and it was never really the purpose. I love my A7R IV and I have no plans to replace it. However, I do love having the option to reach for a camera that can offer me a completely different aesthetic and also something that will help me capture my day-to-day memories and not only photo shoots.